You work hard. You earn a steady salary. You feel successful, yet somehow you're still living paycheck to paycheck. What if I told you that every raise, every bonus, every promotion might actually be making you poorer without you even realizing it? You're not poor, but you're not building wealth either. What if I told you that the very lifestyle you aspire to is the reason your wealth never grows? Today, we're exposing a silent financial trap that keeps millions of middle-class earners stuck even as their incomes rise. It's not lack of income. It's a psychological spending pattern known as lifestyle inflation, and most people never notice it until it's too late. By the end of this video, you'll understand exactly how this trap works, why it's so powerful, and most importantly, how to break free from it. Let's get started. What is lifestyle inflation? What feels like upward success might actually be downward financial mobility. Lifestyle inflation, also called lifestyle creep, happens when your spending rises in proportion to, or even faster than your income. As you earn more money, you upgrade your lifestyle, bigger house, newer car, more luxury purchases, more experiences. What once felt like luxuries become necessities. Over time, this slowly but consistently erodes your ability to save and invest. This isn't just about wanting nice things. It's a psychological shift. You start buying more because you feel you should, not because it's financially wise. Here's the twist. Lifestyle inflation doesn't just increase your spending, it raises your baseline. What felt luxurious last year feels normal this year. And now your baseline expenses require a bigger paycheck just to maintain the same standard of living. This is the trap most middle-class earners don't talk about. The illusion of progress. You think you're moving forward financially, but here's the shocking reality. You might actually be standing still. Income rises, but wealth doesn't. Why? When most people get a raise or a promotion, the first instinct isn't to save or invest more, it's to spend more. You start earning $5,000 a month instead of $3,500, and suddenly you think, I deserve a bigger apartment, a nicer car, fancy vacations. Every time your income grows, your expenses grow with it. This pattern creates an illusion of progress. You feel richer. You look wealthier, but your net worth barely changes. In fact, in many cases, it stagnates. One finance expert put it simply, wealth is what you keep, not what you spend. But lifestyle inflation turns every raise into another opportunity to spend rather than build wealth. Why middle-class earners fall into this trap? It's not that middle-class earners don't want financial freedom. It's psychology, social pressure, and habits. 1. Social expectations and keeping up. Most people compare their lifestyles with peers, coworkers, friends, and yes, social media feeds. When you see others driving a nicer car or traveling to exotic places, it triggers a desire not just for comfort, but for recognition. That pressure subtly, but powerfully, pushes spending up. This phenomenon isn't just a feeling. Economists have identified the middle-class squeeze, where wages fail to keep up with rising living costs, yet expectations continue to ratchet up. Middle-class status becomes defined by consumption rather than wealth accumulation. 2. Lack of financial education. Most people earn money through work, but never learn how to manage it effectively. Budgeting often focuses on covering monthly bills, not planning for long-term goals. Many never learn about investing, compound growth, or how inflation can quietly erode wealth over time. 3. Normalizing higher costs as needs. As income rises, purchases that once seemed like luxury, premium dinners, branded electronics, larger homes, start feeling like necessities. These perceived necessities silently increase your required monthly income just to maintain lifestyle, turning discretionary spending into permanent bills. Why lifestyle inflation matters. It's not just about being broke, it's about losing financial control. Let's look at how lifestyle inflation impacts key financial areas. 1. Savings and investments stall. Instead of putting raises into investments or savings, the extra money often goes into higher rent, more expensive cars, or subscriptions. This pushes long-term goals like retirement or financial freedom further into the future. 2. Debt accumulates faster. Many people finance their lifestyle upgrades through credit cards or loans. This means more money is spent on interest payments rather than building wealth, a net loss. 3. Vulnerability to economic change. A larger lifestyle equals larger commitments. If income drops due to layoffs, inflation, or economic downturn, people with high recurring expenses have less flexibility and a higher risk of financial stress. This is exactly why many middle-class earners feel they are working harder but getting nowhere financially. The psychology behind it all. What keeps people spending even when they know better? 1. Instant gratification. The tendency to favor immediate rewards over long-term goals is a powerful psychological bias. It pushes people to spend on things that feel good now rather than save for security later. 2. Identity and self-image. People often associate success with lifestyle upgrades. A new car or bigger home becomes a symbol of achievement even when it comes at the cost of financial flexibility. 3. Social comparison. When people measure success through visible consumption, how others interpret our lifestyle, it drives spending greater than necessity. This comparison trap pushes many beyond their means in the pursuit of perceived status. Stories that illustrate the trap. Let's bring this to life with real examples. Example 1. The salary upgrade that didn't build wealth. A software professional gets a significant raise and immediately upgrades to a more expensive apartment and a luxury car. They now earn more, but their monthly expenses double. Savings remain the same and any investment contribution stays flat. They feel successful, but are actually just paying more for the same lifestyle, with less money left to grow wealth. This is lifestyle inflation in action. Example 2. The vacation that cost more than it should. Another person receives a year-end bonus and books an international vacation. The trip feels rewarding but empties the account. Post-vacation, they struggle to rebuild emergency funds, and the cycle of reactive spending continues. These stories are all too common, and they don't come down to income level. They come down to how income is used rather than how much money you make. How to break the trap. Awareness is the first step, but action is what saves your future. Here are strategies that actually work. 1. Pay yourself first. Before upgrading your lifestyle, divert a percentage of every raise into savings and investments. For example, if your income increases by 20%, consider investing at least 10% before increasing spending. 2. Automate financial goals. Set up automatic transfers to investment accounts, retirement funds, or savings. Eliminating the decision from your monthly routine reduces the chance of letting lifestyle creep take over. 3. Track spending weekly. Small expenditures add up. Weekly tracking reveals patterns you wouldn't notice monthly or yearly. Even subscriptions and impulse purchases can silently drive expenses up. 4. Use the 24-hour rule. Before any non-essential purchase, wait at least 24 hours. Often the desire to buy immediately fades, and you avoid unnecessary spending. 5. Define financial priorities. Create clear goals, emergency fund, retirement, passive income, or investment milestones. When your priorities are clear, lifestyle choices become easier to evaluate. The middle-class money trap isn't about how much you earn, it's about how your expenses grow with your income. Lifestyle inflation masquerades as success, but it quietly destroys your ability to build wealth. You don't need less ambition. You need smarter habits, disciplined financial choices, and awareness of how spending patterns influence your future. If you found this video insightful, like it, share one lifestyle inflation habit you'll change in the comments, and subscribe for more financial psychology and wealth building strategies.